everybody, it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. I'm so glad you could stop by for today's video. I've got a really fun project for you, and one, well, probably something you've kind of had on your mind. Valentine's is around the corner, and maybe you're thinking about Valentine treats, either for coworkers, something to send for the kiddos to school. Well, check out today's little treat holder. This is really a lot of fun. Look at that. It's a little box, but it's got a little place. I can write the little recipient's name right there. It's going to be so much fun. It holds 3 Hershey Nuggets. It's chocolate. We can't go wrong, right? Very simple and a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get started with our project today. All right, so to create our Valentine treat holder, I've got a piece of real red cardstock that I have cut at 3 inches by 7.5 inches. We're going to do some scoring here. So I've got it in my Simply Scored board with the long end, that 7.5 inch end is up there at the top. We're going to simply score this at 1 3/8, 1 7/8, 3 1/4, and 3 3/4. The stamp set I'm going to focus on today is the Snuggles and Smooches. Oh my gosh, this is such a fun set. And you know what I love about it? I first looked at it, thought Valentine's Day, but you know what? It goes so far beyond that. I'm going to use that love a lot. These big smoochy doodles, I love them. We're going to use those quite a bit. Hearts, boy, those are a year-round thing, right? So, and gosh, you're adorable. It's going to be great for all kinds of things too. So Snuggles and Smooches is our stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat, my cardstock, and then a real red ink pad with the smallest smooshy doodle there. And what we're going to do is just simply come along and stamp all over our cardstock with my little smooshy doodle. Okay, now you can see I actually did both sides of my card, and it's because we're going to be able to see the back of this as well. I want to now come in and give all of my score lines a nice, good hard crease. You know what I say about boxes. Boxes need to have that really, those good harsh edges to definitely look like a box. This is how it's going to go together, just like that. So I can see how it's going to go. Let's put my snail adhesive right here on that inside piece. And we do want to make sure we have a good amount of snail adhesive. And I'm just going to put those two together, line it up top and bottom. And I'm now going to come in with a very teeny tiny little piece of cardstock. This is 3/8 of an inch by 1 3/4 inches. I've got the Oodles of Love stamp from that same stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that right smack in the middle. I love the photopolymer for things like that because look how nice and tight I can get in there. I've now got a piece of pink Pirouette that is cut 1 3/4 by 2 inch. I'm just going to adhere, oh actually I'm not going to adhere them together yet. Let me give them a quick little punch. One of my little tips, I've kind of shared this before, take just the tiniest dot of snail, and I mean a tiny little dot. I'm going to bring that, let me move this out of the way so you can see. I've got those two ends right there. You can fussy cut a little flag, but I tell you, I love the hexagon punch to make my flags. I'm just going to line that up in my punch like so. You can see, got it lined up right there. Paper goes flying, but look, I can let that go. Now I'm sure these two are going to line up perfectly. Check it out. Isn't that awesome? All right, we've got that done. This is actually going to tuck kind of down inside here at a little bit of an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this onto, and it'll tuck in there. You've got plenty of room. So we've got that. Let's add a little sentiment. For my sentiment, I'm going to be using the Memento black ink pad, and I've just got a little piece of scrap of Whisper White cardstock. We'll stamp that right there. I'm going to leave that out because I'm actually going to be using it again. I've got the wonderful Sweetheart punch. We're going to line that up in there, give that a punch. We're going to adhere that onto the front of our Valentine treat. Now, when I put this on here, I have plenty of room here inside the heart to write the recipient's name. So if you were doing this for treats at school, you could write, you know, Kenny or Jenny or whoever can go right there. But let's doll this up just a little bit. All right, to make our little treat holder look fabulous, I've got 4 Hershey Nuggets, And you're just going to tuck these inside. They're going to stay pretty nicely. You're going to be able to fit 3 of them in there, just like so. The 4th one is for you to enjoy because you know you've worked really hard. You deserve a little chocolate, guys. Come on. All right, so our Hershey Nuggets are in there. And believe it or not, they're pretty tight, but we're going to make sure they stay nice and secure. I've got 12 inches of our black chevron ribbon. I have got the most fun technique for you guys on this. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to be sliding a bead down on it to keep it closed. But I have a little trick for you. And that is when it comes to putting these together, you've got to get this really nice and tight. You know, I should have trimmed this one going the opposite way than what I did, but no big deal. I can do that now. So what I can do is I can take these 2 ends, I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to, up at the top, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in the camera so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to give that a snip about 1 inch down. Can you see that I've just kind of snipped that? And then I can cut this off. Don't worry about all these shreds. It's going to get shredded anyway when we get done with it. That's going to give me a nice point to go inside my my little bead. I'll get it right. Woohoo. Okay. So we're just going to put that right on there. I've got a little red pony bead. You might have some spare beads floating around. What I found I can do is I can just kind of twist that bead on there until I can get an end, like so. Now I can take it and really give that a pull. This is why I said that, you know, I'm going to get that box out of the way. I don't need it. I can put it on there later. So now you can see I've got that on there. Now let me go ahead and slide that box in. That way I don't have to fight it, and I can give that, whoops, a really nice pull. Fix my little tabs. Now I can go and trim these out and make them look nice and pretty. I hope you like that technique. That's one I've always enjoyed. And it sure is a fun way to just add a little more dimension onto a card to be able to have that nice bead on there. All right, let me clean up my mess. And we're going to do 2 more things. I have taken some scrap paper in pink Pirouette and real red, and I've just cut out a couple of hearts with the sweetheart punch again, doing it just like I did before. Let me bring in some Stampin Dimensionals. And so to adhere the first one, I'm just going to put a dimensional here and a dimensional here. And you can see my heart's going to kind of go on just like that. I don't want to put them on the heart because it might hang off of there a little bit. Now my other heart, I want to kind of decide which direction it's going to go. I think we're going to go about like that. So you kind of want to just eyeball where your hearts are going. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So I'll put one here. It's kind of on the ribbon there, and that's good enough for me. But that's going to hold it on, and I think I will go ahead and stick one more right underneath there. You just kind of play with it until you get it the way you want it. And it was real cute, but it needed bling. Everything needs bling. So I'm going to take the heart from the Itty Bitty Accents Punch Pack. I'm going to punch out 2 silver glimmer hearts because you guys know how much I love my silver glimmer. I've got some glue dots right here. Those are the fastest and easiest way to add those hearts. Let me press one of those on there. And I'm just going to put a heart. Oh, I don't think I want it there. How about there? That looks good. And I'm going to take one more and I'm going to put it up here by my oodles of love and let it just be happy, happy right there. What do you think? Simple, simple. I told you we're all about simple around here, and this project really goes together very, very quickly. In fact, you could even save time by taking that sheet of cardstock, 9 by 7.5, and just stamp. Do that snoople doodle. What did I call it? Anyway, that thing. You could stamp that all over it before you even do the cutting. Hey, I'm all about making it easy for you. So remember, you can order any of the supplies I used on today's project at simplysimplestamping.com. You can find my complete supply list right there on my website. You can also find it there right on YouTube as well in that description. Everything I used, I've got it all listed for you. But remember, you can order everything you need at simplysimplestamping.com with just one click. I've got an online order button for you. You can send your order in online and we'll have it to you as quickly as we can because I know you need to get going on these February 14th. It's not that far. You know, they haven't changed the date of Valentine's yet. It's still the 14th, guys. We've got to get going. So be sure to get the products that you need at Simply Simple Stamping. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.